So for this video, guys, we're going to look at gun tight slot open, the play called PA Read, as a really nice base play. I'll show you a couple different variations on this video because there's a couple reasons why I run some of the ones in order to make sure that you have the success that you need. So let's just jump into it. And the first thing I'm going to show you is this play can be great out of the box. You don't have to do anything to it. I don't typically run it that way except for one type of situation is where my opponent is doing a lot of intricate blitzes. He takes a while to get his setups, and I want to quick hike him. Okay, this is a great quick hike opportunity, but or if you're in a sim league, it's a great way to do it as well. Let's start off with cover two, and the first read is always going to be this A receiver. Okay, he's going to do a nice zig. He's going to get underneath coverage. You're going to be able to wait on him just a little bit, throw it to him, and he's going to get it easy about 7 or 8 yards. So let me show you here. You can cut off the play action. A is going to get open, throw it to him, and you can see that we're not going to get touched until almost the 10-yard mark as far as the read. It's just a really nice opportunity to get easy yards on that, right? Now this works fairly similar with cloud flats with cover 3, but the difference is that the cloud flat will go down and cover the A right about where the numbers are when it gets to the numbers. So you want to make this as a quicker read. So if you're in a a 3rd and 3 situation, you can definitely go ahead and see this guy's open, throw it to him, get yourself 5 yards, and whatever you can get after the fact. What's nice about that is that because it does go down and cover that about the numbers, you're going to have the opportunity to hit this Y receiver against hard flats and cloud flats when it comes to cover 3, in addition to curl flats. So any cover 3 coverage, this Y will be open on the right-hand side. So watch out. This is, you can wait for the A to go over there. Now you see this is a cloud flat coverage. That guy's going to get wide open. Now, it's just a really nice pull-down route. That was against, like I said, cloud flats. This is going to be against hard flats. Same difference. And then what you're going to see here is that the Y is going to get open, and you're going to be good to go. Now, there's a couple things I want to mention real quick before we get into curl flats. It's the running back's handoff, okay? Now, only time I keep the play action on is when I think that there's going to be a blitz from the left side because I want that cross block. If he's not, I'm going to cut it off, and I'm going to do it this way. The reason why I'm going to do it that way is because of the fact that I don't like the animation when it comes to it. So I like this. I can just throw it to this guy. I'm just going to get down just so I can see it. Now, if you are doing the animation, and I'm just going to just do the animation, do nothing, you don't want to try to, you kind of basically cut it off, and then you just kind of hold yourself still, and you kind of get yourself a little bit of depth on it. Or if you just let it go, I'll show you what it does. And this is kind of what, this is letting it go. See how, and then it just kind of stops. If you try to fight it, a lot of the times what's going to end up happening is that you're going to kind of get yourself all discombobulated. You just want to make sure that you understand and practice the feel of the play action on this one because it's kind of got a little bit of an auto jolt to the right, and you can kind of get yourself a little bit out of rhythm. So I want to make sure you understand that before you do it, okay? So the one I haven't shown you yet is actually just keep it in the curl flats. And you're going to see here, I'm just going to block my running back just so you can see it now. They're going to pull the A just the same, and now you're going to be able to hit the Y, okay? Really great route combination. Now, I want to show you something that I can sell you that, but the issue is for me is looking at your defense. If you're a user player, what is telling you, where would you guard? I mean, you'd go to the right, and then you would definitely go cover that player to the corner. There's really no routes to distract the user, okay? So it's a great play if somebody is using somebody other than someone in the middle. It's a great play if you can catch them off, with a quick hike opportunity, especially to the zig route. But what I don't want to sell you is that corner route's going to be great for you with this setup because of the fact that most users are going to go ahead and cover that because once they see that both those routes are deep, they're not going to peel off. They're going to stay with that player because they've got the whole field that they can see that there's not like a backdoor route that's going to hold them there, right? So that's why we're going to get into the variations that I think are better because what I've noticed is this B route is not needed to get the corner or that the crossing route to get underneath the corner, okay? So what I'm going to do is show you the first way I like to do it is just put the B on an out, then motion him left so he turns into an in. And we're just going to show you here that when we do that, we can go ahead and you do let him settle because you really can't hike it after that. Your first option is always the A, second option is the B, third option's the Y, right? And the reason why that is, and it didn't really look much different in your eyes there, but if I was to do this where I am taking this user and I'm going to cover the Y, you're going to notice why you're going to want to do something like this, just because you want to make sure that you've got that route that makes them have a little bit of doubt. So here you go again. This guy's going over here. I can throw it to the A. Now I'm throwing it to the B. I'm getting myself up the field, right? It's going to give them something to say, you know what, I can't just bail out on that route. Now, what I also like to do is put him on a smart routed out and do it. But all that's going to do is delay the route a little bit more, and it's going to give a different look, right? So if you do something like this, where you're almost baiting them to go with the Y receiver, because what you're doing here is, and I'm getting all over the place, like I said, not to do. So let's go ahead and do that out of the way. That's why I like to block this a lot more, because sometimes if I'm just, you know, forgetting about the play action animation, I mess up, right? So if you do this again, what you're going to do on the smart routed in is that it's a smart routed out that turns into a smart routed in. You're going to notice that when we go ahead and put this player on the Y, he's going to go that way, and now you're waiting for the B, and you got a little bit better option right there, right? Just one of those deals that it's really going to be successful for you, because you're creating different spacing when it comes to that, and it's either going to have easy success with the throw in the middle of the field, or it's going to give you the opportunity to make the user not completely go ahead and follow that cross, and then we're going to hit the cross, right? And the last variation of this I like is the variation in which we're going to do the same thing. We're going to motion this guy over, but we're going to put him on a hitch. You got to wait until he gets in motion, put him on the hitch. And we're going to do either we're going to hit the hitch right away. This guy's going to be there. You can hit the hitch and you get some easy yards. Or what you can do is you can do the playmaker game. All right, the playmaker game is basically this. You can playmaker him to the left. You can playmaker him to the right. But what that does, it really gets the user to have to worry about him, right? We can do this. All right, I want to playmaker him, and that guy didn't want to playmaker for me. Let's try that again. But you can definitely playmaker him to either side. Obviously, if you're in a MUT situation and you've got playmaker players, this is going to be a good spot for you to implement that. I definitely messed that up. Let's put this guy back over. You can definitely implement that. But, you know, this is something that even without that, I'm having success in my salary cap team without the playmaker. It just costs too much. That you can see this guy, I could do this. Now I can playmaker him to the inside, and you get some more yards. It's just going to make the user say, you know what, I can't sell out. That's all you want him to do. If you just hit this playmaker once, now they're going to say, is he doing the playmaker? Is he doing the hitch? What is he doing in order to get this open, right? So here we go again. Here it is. We're going to playmaker him to the inside, throw it to him, and you're going to get the 5-6 yards. And again, it's not going to be your best option when it comes to the most yardage, but it will free up the crossing route. If a user goes ahead and sees this, and you've already thrown the dink past them where you didn't playmaker them, and then you playmaker them, they're going to be like, I got to worry about this B. What is he doing? Okay, he's doing the hitch. I got to stay closer. And now any hesitation gets this guy open. You can see that we don't need the fade route in order to get him open. That guy will get underneath coverage, which is really one of the better routes in the game when it comes to it. So the guy goes across, and you can see how it goes and does that, right? Now let me show you how this works against you know, one of our blitzes. Let's get out of this. Where they're blitzing from the left side, right? So let's do something where we're doing the big nickel, cover 3 sky, and I want to make sure that you see why you want to leave your player on the play action if you think they're going to have you know, some type of blitz from that side. So if you're getting this look, right, where they're going to do something like this, where they're going to come at you from the left side, what you want to do is you want to have that RB do a cross block to the left, right? So here, I'm not even going to throw it. You can see here that we're going to be able to kind of pick that up because of that, okay? You had plenty of time. I'll show it to you again. You know, I'll do the whole setup just so you see it's not any different than anything. All right, so basically something like this, right? We got that player there. I'll put this guy on that type, you know, we'll do something like that, right? Well, let me just get off this player so you can see it. just with the cross block, it doesn't matter if you have the B or, this is why a lot of times I'll put this player on the in just to help out with, a quick hitter. But that RB will do a good job of cross blocking that way. And a lot of times you'll see is that guy does not come in. And I don't know why that is. He kind of stands in his presence. Watch, I'll show you. This guy will come over here and he kind of stands there. I'll do it again just to kind of show you consistency. But oftentimes, I'm not going to say every time, but oftentimes with this setup, that guy does not come in. So I just want to give you a solution-based thing for whenever anybody's doing this type of blitz right here. Go like this. Now you're going to see it. See how he backed off when that guy came over? I'll just throw it just to get this ball out of here. But I want to make sure you see that. I've noticed that this has been something that has been pretty consistent for me. Not every time, but he does do that a lot. He comes around, and instead of coming, he just stops, and then he backs up. So it really gives us the opportunity of having a nice play where if you're going against a contain blitz, you're going to have that guy blocked, and then you're going to be able to kind of throw your ball and have some good success with this and this variation.